If you have a teenage daughter, this video is for you. I really would love if you would share it with them in hopes to help you. I was a teen parent, so I had kids when I had just turned 16. I'm 34 now, you guys. I have 3 that are going off to college this year, 1 that's graduating a whole year early. My niece lives with me. But the 2 that I had, just turning 16, I was a kid, and I have found it on my heart. Like, I don't know, it's just been placed on my heart to share this with you in hopes to maybe help someone young like I was, because we don't listen to our parents. We don't listen. We know everything. You guys, if you're listening to me, you don't know everything. Like, you don't. We as little girls, we have these fairy tales of what love's like, of what our life's gonna be like, of it's okay if we get, pregnant and we have a baby because we're gonna have this happy family, right? You guys, these boys are just boys. They leave. And yeah, there's the 1 in a million that hangs out and sticks around. I'll give you that. But it's so, so rare. And it's like we think we're invincible. You're not invincible. And it's hard. It is the hardest thing that you will ever go through in your entire life. I'm gonna tell you right now, you see these girls on TV, you think they make it look glamorous, they make it look all these different ways. That is not real life. Real life is hard, harder than you will ever know. And those boys, they're not there. You're the one getting up at 1 a.m. You're the one getting up at 3, at 2. You're the one changing diapers. You're the one going to the doctor's appointments. You're the one worrying about Christmas and birthdays and school events and everything in between. Your mind doesn't stop racing because you are the one who has to worry. You are the one who, you're a kid. You're a kid. And I know you don't want to hear that. I'm some stranger on the internet, but you are a child. And you don't even realize how much you have to grow up still. And so what happens is you have these little humans that depend on you. And, my humans, I put through so much, they had to grow up with me. They had to watch me go through hard times. I made mistake after mistake that I have, just recently been able to forgive myself for, because I didn't know any better, because I was too young. I was too young. I had no business having kids at 16 years old when I didn't have anything together. And my kids will tell you, mom is mom, mom tells us, oh, we can't do this and we can't do that. I say that because I love them, and your parents love you. They know that if you do something that's gonna derail your life, because that's what it does. And I love my kids. I don't want them to think that I'm saying anything bad. I wouldn't trade them for the world. Now, had I had them later in life, we would have had a much different relationship. You literally veer your path, you guys, and it's not a straight and narrow path. It is a windy path with bump after bump after bump. And you miss out on so many things. The things right now that you don't even realize. You're 15, you're 16, whatever, What about prom? What about graduation? Do you want to spend those crying? Do you want to have to work while your friends are out, going off to college, making new friends, lifelong friends? I'm 34. I have 2 friends. 2. I'm 34. I didn't get to go off to college. I wanted to be a nurse so bad. So bad. It was like my passion was to help people. And luckily, if you're new to my page, you'll see I found that. And I'm so blessed to be a part of what I'm doing. I'm truly, truly saving lives, and I'm blessed, but I'm 34. I didn't have this, go off to college, meet the man of my dreams, make a wonderful friend group, F up completely, just, do silly crap because, hey, that's what college is for, right? I didn't get any of that. Instead, I spent many, many, many nights crying. Many nights worried about how I'm going to pay my electric bill, how I'm going to put food on the table for these little kids that need me. There's so many worries that you don't see right now that when it happens, it's the most overwhelming thing in your life. My parents did not raise my kids. I raised my kids. I raised them alone. And even to this day, I mean, and that's what this is what I try to tell my kids, so I'm going to tell you as if you're my own. I don't want that for you. I want you to go off to college. I want you to make friends. You want to be a nurse? Be a nurse. Buy your first house. Don't be 32 before you even can be able to buy a house because your parents didn't teach you about credit, but oh, hold on, now you're an adult because you had kids young and you done screwed your whole credit up, so now you can't buy a house. You guys, there's so many things that come along with being a teen parent. And in addition to just the kid portion, but the mental stress that it puts on you, and, you know, like I said, the boys, they leave. So from then on out, you're kind of mentally messed up. You feel abandoned. Relationships don't typically go well for you. You have a very hard time trusting people. There's just so much more that comes into this other than this just cute little human, because that cute little human requires so much of you. And you have to give all of you to it, not just a little bit, all of you, every single bit of you. And I guess I'm just kind of in my emotions because, you know, they are good people. You know, my kids are good. They're kind-hearted. I have one that's a CNA. Like I said, they're both doing great things. They got accepted into college, the same college. They're going to college together. One's going to be a sonographer and one's going to be a nurse. And I'm happy. That doesn't mean that it's been easy, because it hasn't. It's been the hardest thing that I have ever done in my life. And I'm full with so many emotions of, you know, they're leaving, and part of me feels guilty because I almost feel relieved that for once in the last 18 years, I can sit back and look in the mirror and be like, what does Whitney want? Am I allowed to think that? Am I allowed to think about what I want, what I deserve, what I need? I haven't been allowed to do that in 18 years, you know. But then on the other side of it, there's the mom that's scared to death. Their kids are going to be out on their own. What if life happens to them and I can't protect them? You know, it's going to be crazy. They're not going to be in my house. Like, I have all those emotions as well. So this is my call from my heartstrings to just tell you guys, really be careful. Think about your decisions. Sneaking them boys in your parents' house, you know, doing the thing that we all know we shouldn't be doing, you know, thinking that, oh, it's not going to happen to us. It can, and you have no idea. And even me saying it, like, I can't even say it in a way you can understand on how much it changes your life. And it's not that you can't get back on track. And, you know, like I said, I found something I absolutely love. I'm truly helping people. So maybe this was my path of, instead of being a nurse, I'm helping people this way. But it took me so long. It took me 10 times longer than it should have. And I still don't got it figured out. You can run over to my page. You can watch my stuff, see all me smiling and laughing. You can hear me on live. But you guys, I don't have my life together. I don't. There's a lot of my life that is really, really still just kind of scrambled. And I don't want that for you. You can literally do anything you set your heart to. And I know people say that to you because you're young and they're like, oh, you can be anything you want to be. You can. You can. Don't stop dreaming. Don't stop setting goals. You are worth it. You are worth taking care of yourself. Saying no to these boys, you guys. They're not going to be there forever. But you are going to be there forever for yourself. So start that now. I hope this helps. I hope maybe at least one little girl out there listens to me and understands it truly is not the life that you want. It's not this fairy tale. It's very, very hard.